What's up, guys? Kevin here. So I am very frustrated right now. I got my Biden bucks. I got my tax refund. I really want to step up to a proper gaming TV. And I started this journey back in January of 2020. Was not impressed with the 2020 televisions. This year, it looks like it's more of the same. However, there is a television I am very impressed with. I was just at Best Buy today, and I was blown the fuck away by the A90J. And that is okay. Besides the price, $4,000. I really want to step up to a 65-inch. I've been living the 55-inch life the last 6 years. Went from a 61-inch Samsung DLP that I absolutely love. I miss that TV. I had to change the color wheel or whatever, not the color wheel, the lamp, like about 4 times until it finally died. I miss that TV. Rest in peace. Shit. If they made like a 4K HDMI 2.1 DLP TV, I'd be all over that shit. I miss those TVs. But the A90J is an OLED with the proper brightness. I saw this today and my jaw hit the floor. I was like, wow, that looked good. Because my problem with OLED is they're really dim. They look dim as fuck. I appreciate the blacks. Don't take that out of context. Well, Black Lives Matter. Don't you know Black Lives Matter is a terrorist organization? Like, dude, someone just got shot and killed because somebody pulled out their gun instead of their taser. Holy shit. Anyways, little... I love my videos. They go all over the place. This TV looks so good. Looks so good. But it's $4,000. Now, I actually did see... I would get this TV. I'm really might get the 65-inch A8H. Just because, sure, it doesn't have HDMI 2.1, but I've never had HDMI 2.1. So it's not like I'm missing out on anything. I just want a couple gaming features. But I mainly game on PS5, which still doesn't have VRR. Neither does the Sony HDMI 2.1 televisions. And yeah, I think if this goes down to $18.99 and I don't buy a TV, I'm probably picking this guy up because the 88H, the Sony TVs are numero uno in my heart. I love the Sony TVs. Still got the A9G. X80J, I probably would buy just how cheap it is, but I think it's a 60 hertz panel. Now, I did see that they have the A80J. Let's see here. Of course, I got... Damn it, T-Mobile. Do. But the A80J is finally coming. It's finally coming. I'm just going to have to re-record this later. All right, here we go. But we got the A80J right there. Look at that. Only $27.99. Oh, I can actually add that to cart. Ooh, fuck. Ooh, I can add it to cart, and I bet in 45 days it would go on sale. And I could probably get it price match retroactively. Here's the thing. I really want to wait on reviews. And I haven't really seen too many reviews of the A90J. My guess is it's a really good looking TV. But it's $4,000. But the A80J... Yeah, if I buy this... Unavailable. It's not available yet in my area. But that's a huge... I was thinking maybe it'd be like $3,500, but that's a really good drop off. $27.99. it probably competes with the C1. Let's check out the C1. The C1, the C10 is the best TVs, every ratings, all these top TV reviewers. But every time I looked at the C10, I just wasn't impressed. Either was a black crush or just the colors looked a bit unnatural or just kind of boring. Whereas the Sony processing is just very crisp and really take advantage of that color gamut. But I mean, here, $24.99. So it's $200 cheaper. I've seen a couple reviews. They say it's about a step up, a little bit of a step up from the C10, nothing big. But, here I can get the C10. The 48-inch for $1,500 needs to come down. But the C10 is like $2,000. That might be something I would look into. Now let's look at the X90J. The X90J, I was really looking forward to, just coming from the X900E. And a few reviews did the side-by-side of last year's model of the 900H, which I did put a video up. I bought it. I thought it was a lateral move from the 900E at best. So I'm like, I don't want to do a lateral move, so I took it back. And there is a clear difference, like the darker blacks in the X90J and like a better color, a brighter color. So it's definitely a step up from the 900H. However, the X90J has a judder problem. Shout out to Quantum, and now I'm seeing a few other people point it out. They probably watch Quantum's. They probably bought the TV and went, oh, this is great. Then they watch Quantum's review because he's the only one that has a review up of this TV that points out the judder. And they go, oh, yeah. And they go back and the judder sucks. Now, would it be something that they patch? I don't know. They still haven't added VRR that they promised. Now that's coming at the end of the year. And it's $17.99. You can get the 900H for $11.69 right now. But yeah, if it wasn't for the judder, I would have already had this TV. This was actually in my cart. I pressed purchase. Pickup was ready. But before I was going to grab a U-Haul and grab it, I was like, let me wait for a review. And I'm glad I did. Now, we still got the X95 coming out here in a couple weeks, along with the A80J. So we'll see how those shape up. I wouldn't really mind an X95 if it has a better picture and HDMI 2.1, which I do believe it has. And then we could take a look at the Samsung TVs. Samsung, I have an issue just because they don't have Dolby Vision. So that's a huge turnoff there, and they're still quite a premium price. They have the Q90T for $17.99. I've been eyeing that, but a couple reviews, the colors are very pink and green in some of these colors here. I hate how there's a Q60, Q70, Q80, Q90. The Q70 just looks a little bit dull. The Q80T was up there, at least from ratings, as one of the best gaming TVs. So that being said, the only one that I may have a real shot on buying is the Q80A. I know I can get the Q80T, but I'm just one of those, I want the most current TV. That way I know my future updates. I'll get a few more future updates as well. Here we go. The Q80A, $16.99. What's pissing me off about this TV's been out for a couple weeks, at least to purchase, and there's no reviews at all. None on YouTube. Somebody buy this TV and review it, please. Please, because I probably will buy it. Even, with Sans Dolby Vision. And then you got the QN85A, which I do believe is, from what I hear from reviews, get this one over the QN90. These are supposed to be OLED killers, but they're not. They have bloom issues, and the blooming looks like it looks so ugly. So it's like, yeah, I'm not spending that much money on pretty much a first generation mini LED from Samsung. Like, maybe in a year or two they'll get it together, but now there's reports that they bought like 1 million OLED panels from LG, at least Samsung did. So I think they're probably like, yeah, this QN, I don't think it's going to really compete with OLED. Only OLED can compete with OLED, especially with the G1 and the A90J just getting those deepest blacks because it's OLED, and like the color just pops, the brightness. On the A90J, I still can't believe what I saw. I can't remember the last time I walked into a Best Buy and was just impressed with a television set, but it's $4,000. Hopefully I go to work tomorrow and they're like, oh yeah, here's a $50,000 raise, and then maybe I would purchase it. But yeah, it's looking bleak right now. Right now I would buy the X90J if they get a patch to fix a judder. I would get the A90J if it comes down in like $1,000, $2,000. I really don't want to spend over $2,000 for a 65-inch TV, especially because I can get a 65-inch OLED C10. I just not a LG guy. I know that's where I should go. I should just buy it and be happy. And I don't know. Every time I look at a C10 or an OLED from LG, I am just not impressed. It just looks a bit dull. Maybe the G1. I think the G1 is doing the same thing as the A90J, where they're using something to brighten the processor or brighten the screen. But yeah, right now it's probably the Q80A, X90J if they fix the judder, A90J if it comes down in price, A80J when that probably comes down in price and there's no issues. Which, yeah, I mean, at $27.99, I could see that being like $2,000 at some point over the summer. Other than that, maybe the LG C1 if that comes down to $2,000 and I see a little bit more reviews. And it's just unanimous like this. If you're a gamer, you buy an LG C1 or an OLED. And yeah, I mean, if it's year after year that LG is just winning in terms of gaming sets, I would be pretty dumb not to get one. But man, when you see an A90J, I'm speechless. I was just like, I want that. I want that. I see why they're charging so much for it. Even though I don't think it's going to sell at that price. So I'm really hoping it doesn't. And Sony takes quite a bit of change. You know, if a 65-inch comes at like $24.99, which I really can see by Black Friday, it coming down to $24.99, it's a done deal. I will absolutely spend $2,500 for that 65-inch set. But as of right now, it just looks like another dud year. Another dud year, maybe 2022. Let's see what, these TCLs, Hisense, let's see what their versions. But man, those TVs are just too cheap, and I feel like I'll be lucky if they work after a year or two. Anyways, let me know what you think. Let me know if you're getting a TV, what you would buy. Maybe try talking me into an LG. I just hate LG so much. I really do. I don't know why. I don't really know why I do. I really don't know why. But anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Later.